Big picture is we settled 4 weeks ago below 378.05, this rising 18-month channel bottom that indicated not only the low to mid 290s as a near-term objective, which was reached in about a week of activity, but more importantly, over the next 3 to 5 months, 227.85 in reach, this horizontal channel bottom that we see as a big picture objective. But you can have counter trends. For instance, we've just come off the low 290s, so there certainly case to be made for a recovery trend or a bull trend that is counter to the big picture bear move that we're expecting. So this is a counter trend rally that we're in the midst of right now that potentially allows a return to 378.05 in the coming weeks. But there's a real challenge overhead, as I've been saying, at this descending channel bottom on the daily chart at 348.17. And what happened a couple of days ago was the near miss. This was a Tuesday almost testing of 337.24. I called that an actual test because it was so close. And so you can see 337.24 resistance, and support is actually a rising channel bottom over the last almost 2 weeks, 322.15. We could continue to trade inside of this area for the day. If we break 322.15, we test the sister formation at 311.97. And this is more significant. This is a full 2-week channel bottom, can contain weekly selling pressures, and from here we can recover to this 348.17 descending channel bottom within a couple of weeks. We could trade inside of 348.17, 311.97 for the next couple of weeks as this wedge continues to narrow. If we did close below 311.97 over the next few days, that shouldn't come as a great surprise given our overall bearish framework that exists below 378.05, anticipating the 220s by the end of the year essentially. And so closing below this 311.97 region, I'm just going to call this a 3 to 5 day swing trade to the downside, anticipating then yet another test of 291.81 to 296.35. This is like an 8-month channel bottom that correlates well with the low 290s, which is nothing more than a wave count, and you have 291.81. This is an area that can continue to contain weekly selling pressures, quite possibly through August and into September, as it is the case presently. So if you're long now, great. I do think you should trim some of that long position at 348.17. In fact, I don't think there's a problem reversing entirely, reversing out of a long into a short position here, anticipating then 2 to 3 weeks bearish rotation back into the low 290s. If we do close above 348.17, that is indeed our indication within 1 to 2 weeks of testing that 378.05 long-term channel bottom, where we can indeed top out through the rest of the year and fall away again from there, all the way back to 227.85. Long-term sell signal usually result in a testing of the next long-term support is 227.85. For the day, 322.15 can be bought as a day trader and 337.24 can be sold. Breaking 322.15, expect 311.97 intraday, but if we do close below 311.17, reverse, play the short side for the next 3 to 5 days back to this meaningful support area.
Start trading with a plan at wickedstocks.com.